I just received a phone call from a local journalist informing me that tonight's open mic is going to have a very special guest. An extremely high-ranking government official will be in the audience, and I have a slot to perform. I was going to try a bunch of new material, but instead, we're just going to roast the shit out of this guy. This is tonight's set list. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and knock this Cheeto down a few pegs. I'm standing just outside the open mic. I go up in about 15 minutes. I've got the Gerbert Hemi jacket on. Tonight, I'm going to be roasting the President of the United States to his face. I'm very nervous, but I know I'm doing the right thing.
How's everyone doing tonight? Is this a Trump crowd?
Yes, it is.
This is a Trump crowd?
Yep.
No. Well, I saw some news about him earlier. Do you guys hear that he went to the NBA Finals today? Yeah, the city of New York, apparently they took it the furthest they've ever taken it as far as security goes. They skipped straight past declaring a national emergency. They declared the country's first ever national instrument. Trump went on TV and he said, "I declare that the national instrument of the United States will be the Donald Trumpet."
What a terrible joke you told. You suck it. Shut up and go home.
I don't know if you guys know about this Trump guy and what he's been up to, but a few years ago I was really into Ancestry.com. And I was looking at ancestry and history of last names, and Trump had this very interesting running mate in 2016. He was a man by the name of Mike Pence.
This is true.
And you can usually tell what someone's ancestors did, based on their last name. Shoemaker, maybe they were a cobbler. Smith, maybe they were a blacksmith. Mike Pence, I go through the history of his last name, and it turns out he has that last name because his great-grandfather was a pencil.
What?
Like an actual pencil that you write with.
Where's Tony? Get Tony out of here. Get this clown off the stage.
My buddy just had a kid.
Beautiful.
And he sends us videos of his kid all the time. And he sent us this one where she's got these tiny little hands. She's playing with a pen. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. My friend's baby. She got these tiny hands. And then I play the video out loud, and the audio goes, "My hands are so small, I can't even pick up this pen because my hands are so tiny." And then I realized that's not my friend's baby's hands. Those are Trump's baby hands.
You're a loser.
Because his hands are small.
Such a loser. What an awful joke.
This is a big Israel crowd.
Absolutely.
You guys big on Israel?
We love it.
Me neither. I saw this news article of this FIU student that was apparently arrested for making a joke about Benjamin Netanyahu.
Good.
Which I read the article, and as much as I dislike the guy, that's not what happened. She made a joke about him, but then a few minutes later, keep in mind, in a school group chat, a few minutes later, she says, "There is going to be a bomb at the school convention center." Now that is not a joke about Netanyahu. That's an impression of him.
Not bad, kid.
But looking at that and saying that she was arrested for making a joke about Benjamin Netanyahu, that's like saying the reason we don't like Trump is because he has tiny hands.
Exactly.
It's that's not the problem here. It's that he's orange.
Come on.
This RFK guy's a real interesting character, huh?
I say that all the time.
A lot of people knock on him for being crazy, but he actually successfully banned 99% of artificial sugars and saturated fats on his first day in office.
I didn't know that.
All he had to do was deport queso.
I don't get that one.
They airlifted him out. He's like, "No, I don't want to. I want to eat all the chips you guys have and the candy." You guys heard of Trump? You guys know Trump?
Everyone knows Trump.
He got sworn in, and the president gets to change a bunch of stuff about the White House when they get in office. And he had an unprecedented request. He wanted to change the White House garden. He said, "I'd like to get rid of all the bugs and replace them with my favorite bug, the you're fired fly."
That one's actually hilarious.
No, there's a lot going on with Iran right now. You guys hear about this war that's going on?
I'm familiar.
The U.S. is talking about entering it with nuclear weapons. Now, only 2 nuclear bombs were ever dropped by the United States. They were the little man and the fat boy. But in the past 60 years, we've advanced so much with nuclear technology. The one they're working on right now is going to be called the queso.
That sounds like one big bomb.
That's where I thought the whole military defense budget was going, because he said that they needed $1.5 trillion for the federal military budget. And everyone's like, what, how many nukes do you need? He goes, we don't need that money for nukes. We need the money to buy one single pair of AirPods.
Those are very expensive.
They're just so expensive. You guys like China?
No.
Big China crowd?
Nobody answer that.
Well, recently I did Ancestry.com. And it turns out that I am 17% Chinese. And at only 17% Chinese, I am not from China. I'm from like, what, China?
Not even American. Truly deplorable.
这个小花是给我的中国朋友的。Trump 最喜欢的饮料是什么？ A minor.
I don't get it.
Just like Drake.
Too far, man. I'm not
Thank you guys so
like
much. You've been an
Drake.
awesome audience tonight.
After the Drake joke, him and his team got really upset. I was escorted out of the venue by Secret Service members. I said what we were all thinking. Cheeto, if you're hearing this, don't come back to Eugene.